Alright guys, welcome back to the next video on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about 3 Gigantamax forms that will be coming to Pokemon Go in the near future. Now, these 3 are, in my opinion, going to have huge impacts on PvP, just based on their Gmax moves. So, on screen right now we have Venusaur, Charizard and Blastoise. Now, I don't know what Blastoise and Venusaur's moves are called, but I know they have the same effect as Gmax Wildfire, which Charizard has. So let's go over Charizard and what basically Gigantamax does in terms of power and how Pokemon Go might implement this. So Dynamax slash Gigantamax is when you bring your Pokemon back to the Pokeball and you throw it out and it basically becomes a huge version of itself. And if it does have a Gigantamax form and it has that ability to go into that form, you'll then be able to go into the Gigantamax Charizard, or if you do give it a Gmax Soup from the Isle of Armor, is it the Isle of Armor? It's either the Isle of Armor or the Crown Tundra, whichever DLC it was, where you got to make the Max Soup. You can then make Pokemon that do have a Gigantamax form that doesn't currently have it available to use that form. Now, Charizard has been in there since the start of the game of Sword and Shield, and it was probably one of the most broken Pokemon out there. It's obviously with Gigantamax slash Dynamax, you gain more HP on the Pokemon, and sometimes the stats do change. But the main things are the moves that change. So with Charizard having such a dynamic move pool, it was massive that Charizard did get a Gigantamax. Not only did it get a great move pool, so it can hit like a lot of type into Pokemon, but Gmax Wildfire was probably one of the most broken moves ever added to Pokemon. With it basically, so you do damage with it at first, so you do quite a lot of damage. It's usually around more than 0.5% unless you're versing a fire type, and so you usually do more than 50% HP, and then its added effect for the next 5 turns was you lose 10, I think it was 10 or 15% of your overall HP, which is massive for 5 turns. So basically you put in the other player on a defensive straight away. Now, if they're going to add the same thing to Pokemon Go, they will have to scale it back. There's no way you can take 15% HP whilst in PvP, so it will probably be more like 5, maybe even less than that. But even that is massive over, like, if you're dealing 5% over 5 seconds, so that's 1% a second, you only have to outlast with bulky Pokemon and you are good to go. So, yeah, Venusaur, Blastoise and Charizard are all going to be massive moving forward in Pokemon Go. Now, this is just a quick video going over the 3 starters from Kanto. In the next upcoming couple of videos, we are going to go over more. So we do have like Urshifu, we've got the starters from Sword and Shield, we've got Butterfree, Gengar, all these other Pokemon that might hit the meta differently, and we are going to go over each one. And then after this, we are also going to go over how the leaks of Gigantamax and Dynamax have come out to show how it's going to work in Pokemon Go and the overworld. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But these 3 Pokemon, I think, when they first come out, and it does look like Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle are going to be one of the first to come out. When their Gigantamax form comes out, it's going to hit the meta hard if you can use Gigantamax in PvP. So definitely keep an eye out for them when you do. And then in the next episode, which will probably be on Sunday, we will go over Dynamax in Pokemon Go and how it will work. So thank you all for watching. Please leave a like down below. Comment if you are looking forward to seeing these 3 in their Gigantamax forms in Pokemon Go. I really can't wait. I've obviously got my Mega team set up with maxed out for these 3 already. So having them also be able to max Dynamax or Gigantamax if you can is going to be massive. So thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all in the next one.